Welcome you here to Alumni Stadium here in Chestnut Hill. Robert Lee and three-time Super Bowl champion Matt Chatham with you. A lot of excitement in the air. Big crowd expected today. Alumni and fans excited about the resumption of this series. Last week in the season opener, Boston College rolled past UMass, plowed up almost 600 yards of offense. Quarterback Anthony Brown looked sharp returning from a knee injury.
He really did.
Brown back out there with Dillon behind him. And it's a handoff for Dillon, cuts it to the right. Dillon off to the races again, 35. Dillon breaking tackles, spins forward across midfield. A.J. Dillon inside the 30. One man to beat, gets a block. A.J. Dillon, touchdown! 74 yards, 13-0. You heard the crowd really roar when Ehlers came into the game. He'll keep it himself over the left side. Holton Ehlers across the 40. Ehlers breaks into the open field. Holton Ehlers, hometown hero, touchdown! 49 yards, ties the game. Quarterback Blake LaRussa sitting on the bench, picked up where he left off last week. We talked to head coach Bobby Wilder about LaRussa during the week. He said one thing he's always done is throw the deep ball well, particularly over the outside shoulder versus press man.
When he struggles, he throws balls that aren't catchable. As long as he makes them catchable, he's got unbelievable receivers that go up and get the ball. And what you saw was great arc in all of those throws and gave his receivers a chance. And so often it comes down to that. Give your guys a chance to be the playmakers that they train to be.
ODU marches down the field and answers with a touchdown. Ready to kick it away, Brad Davis, their kickoff specialist. This ball will land at the 5-yard line. It's taken by Anthony Scott, who dives forward to the 24-yard line. And a bit of a scuffle breaks out in the middle of the field now, pushing and shoving. Tempers flaring early here. Midway through the first quarter, each team with a touchdown on its last drive, and ECU back on offense with Reed Herring, the starting quarterback. On the year, 53% completions, 3 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, throwing for about 285 yards a game. Not much of a running threat, especially compared to the 2 other quarterbacks they've played already. This will be a straight handoff for Anthony Scott, who had the touchdown. He takes it out to the 27. Scott missed all of last season, academic reasons, but he's really their most dynamic running back, according to his offensive coordinator, Tony Peterson.
Fifth-year senior Daniel Apua came off the corner to make that play. If you're not going to block the defensive end on a dive play, he should make it every time.
Quick throw out into the flat for Hassan Howe, who darts forward for a short gain. Howe's second catch of the season. When we talked to Tony Peterson, the offensive coordinator, he said Zimenez is their best player at defensive end on defense, and the next 2 best players are Ward and Apu, who are also defensive ends. And that's the strength of their team.
And the thing about it, they both play left end, 1 and 2. So they rotate those guys, keep them fresh.
ODU showing pressure. They'll rush 6. It's a throw, and it is caught in traffic for a first down. Catch made by Leroy Henley, 3rd catch of the season, redshirt freshman from Pompano Beach, Florida.
This will be the story of the game. Can ODU get him the 3rd down and get him off the field? And once again, the answer is no, because that ball is coming out on time and on target. They had a great rush, but the ball's coming out so well, there's no reason really to panic if you're the quarterback, Reed Herring, because he's getting great protection.
Bobby Wilder, the head coach of ODU, said flat out, if they run 90 plays and we run 60, they're going to win. So they've got to get off the field on 3rd down. Herring rolls out right, throws off the hands of his intended receiver, which was Taj Deans.
We saw the rollout earlier. It worked. He came right back to it. Very much so a catchable ball. Dees just have to, he's got to look it in and squeeze that football. I mean, he's been doing it since you were a kid. No different here.
Scotty Montgomery, the head coach of ECU. It's a handoff for Howe, dragging tacklers forward to the 43-yard line. And that was Kingsley Afedi, I should say. The backup quarterback was in there. Now he will come out, and Herring will go back in along with Darius Penix, the big back.
Well, 3rd down again, bringing in a fresh D-line of troops. So far, ECU is 3 for 4 on 3rd down. That's a terrible percentage for the defense. Let's see if they can make it better right now.
Herring throws. What a catch. Trevon Brown. Did he bring it in? Yes, he did. Spectacular grab by the senior.
That's an incredible catch. One-handed catch. Once again, ball comes out on time. A little off target.
Woo,
unless you're throwing it to that man.
Wow.
When you're 6'4", 215 with a long reach, is there really anything out of your radius?
You're the defender, you're like, really?
What do I do? I mean, I got to sideline as the extra
previous
defender.
play of a completed catch for a first down is under review.
They will review to make sure Brown did bring it in with one hand and get 1 foot in bounds.
Well, we can take a look at it, but it looked good to me. And as a defensive back, you're hoping that the sidelines, the boundary can be an extra defender and make it be a perfect throw and catch. And that's exactly what happened. The throw wasn't perfect, but that catch was amazing, actually. We know he secures with one hand. Let's look for that toe tap. Now, that looks
that's
good.
possession.
Yeah, no question, that's possession. I mean, he never even touched this with his offhand. I mean, he's just showing off right there. That's Odell Beckham right there. He's just showing off for the cameras. But let's see if that foot is completely inbounds. In both of those
After
angles,
review,
you
the
can't
ruling
tell.
on the field is confirmed.
Yeah.
First down.
Quick review.
I don't have a problem with that. You can look at it, make sure, right?
Brown, preseason first-team All-American Conference. 6 catches for 99 yards last week against USF. 4 catches for 90 yards and a touchdown against North Carolina. Has 16 career touchdowns and over 2,000 career receiving yards.
He's top 10 in every receiving category in the school's history. I mean, there's no mistake that they throw it to him when they need a first down.
Herring play action, throwing deep down the far side, has a man open. It is caught for an ECU touchdown. Trevon Brown, 17 career touchdowns, 13-7.
But the Monarchs weren't running man-to-man. The safety was late. And when your safety help gets there late, you're in trouble against this guy. This is a straight 9 route. And the safety's got to get over there. You got to make a play on that ball. You got to be as deep as the deepest and wide as the widest if you're playing safety, especially against Trevon Brown.
Extra point is up and good. 7 plays, 76 yards. 46-yard touchdown pass from Herring to Brown. Doesn't get much prettier than that on back-to-back plays for the wide receiver.
He's a big play player. This is what he does. And the Monarchs have watched it all week on film, and they got to find a way to stop it. Just give him a chance. You don't throw it out of bounds. You don't overthrow him. Give him a chance in the field of play and let his athleticism do the work for you. Reed Herring, terrific job, and that guy's pretty amazing, eh?
2nd touchdown of the season, 17th of his terrific career. You're told, read a lot of stories about him. Really had a tough upbringing in the Wilmington area. Had some serious injuries along the way in his playing career. His mom endured a lot of storm damage from the recent Hurricane Florence, which we'll talk more about as the game goes along. He's a 5-year-old son, so he's overcome a lot to get to this point. Terrific player.